Glad you guys are here, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Clubhouse. I'm excited about this live. We're talking about 12 immune system boosters, but we're going to even talk about it even a little bit more than that. Maybe a 13th, maybe some different foods and stuff. So I'm excited. Glad you guys are coming on. Good to see you guys. This is really an important one. I know that I always say that, but information is powerful. Information is knowledge. We need it. We need it to heal. And Dr. Fawn, MD, good to see you guys come on. Good to see you coming on. Thank you for being here today, all you guys. So I'm excited about this because what I'm seeing out there is people getting sick. And it's bad enough we got chronic illness. We got lots of chronic illness out there, right? We've got all the different autoimmune. People are getting it left and right. All the different neurological symptoms people are dealing with. People are suffering with brain-related conditions every single day. They're suffering with the cranial nerve problems, the vagus nerve, the phrenic nerve, all the different nerves, okay? Cranial nerves. And people are dealing with that left and right out there. And we're already having these problems, okay? And then there's the skin conditions, right? Eczema, psoriasis, the dermatitis, all the different skin conditions, okay? And rosacea too, all that acne, right? But then we got the flus. We got the flus. The flus are out. They're out there. I hear it all the time. All the time. You know, I got a fever. I got some kind of cough. I got congestion. I've got mucus in my sinuses. I'm so sick I'm in bed. And I can't even function. It's been like this for 9 days. Hearing it every single day out there, right? And so I'm always like, immune system. You got to have a strong immune system. It's critical because we're already up against so much, you guys. We're already up against all the different stuff, the thyroid conditions. Everybody is going to have a thyroid condition eventually. Everybody is going to have a thyroid condition. Hashimoto's thyroiditis, hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, Graves' thyroid, nodule, cysts, tumors. Everybody's going to have a thyroid condition. Everybody's going to also have a cranial nerve problem one way or another. Tingles, numbness, aches and pains, tics, spasms, blurry vision, floaters in the eyes, tinnitus, ring in the ears, dizziness, all of it. And we're also coming up on bad flus, bad plagues, bad flus, right? And I've always been ahead of the curve. And something, if you're new to medical medium information is so advanced, it leads the way in natural medicine, alternative medicine, conventional medicine when it comes down to chronic illness. So it leads the way. It's the most advanced information. It's always ahead of everybody else. Like the blood draw information, the blood testing information that I delivered, and so many other things about how Epstein-Barr causes all the different conditions out there, how it's one of the viruses, how there's more than one variety of Epstein-Barr, and how it reactivates and causes all these symptoms. No one knew this. So medical medium information, if you're brand new here, is leading the way. It's leading the way for all the naturopathic doctors, functional medicine doctors, chiropractors who play in natural medicine, all of it. It's leading the way for all of them. And they use pieces of it. They're all using pieces of it now. And that's what's happening. So I want to make sure, still leading the way, and it's important that we have that information so we can protect ourselves. So we're talking about flu protocols. We're talking about immune system building. We're going to do zinc shock therapy, vitamin C shock therapy. We're going to do time T. Do a couple of other things too. So I'm looking forward to it. Gianna, I just made the banana garlic honey nori rolls that you posted on TikTok. So good, aren't they? That's an incredible immune system builder right there. You got the raw honey in there, and I'm going to make that in a little bit. So right on TikTok, incredible. You got the raw honey. You got the garlic in there. You got the banana, and you got the glucose. And I'm going to talk about why that works. So you guys, we're in the immune system. We're in there now. We're talking about it. Here we are. So we got some supplements in front of us. These are the ones I use for my friends, family, me, for immune system protection, immune system building. So let's hit the zinc right off the running. Zinc's something everybody's deficient in. I talk about it all the time. So stuff falling out of the sky and I say stuff falling out of the sky, like the chemtrail stuff, right? All that different pollution, everything that's falling out of the sky. DDT is still floating around in the atmosphere all the time. It blows around from continent to continent, right? We got all this stuff just blowing around, and when it lands in your soil, when it lands in the soil we grow our food in, it depletes it. So toxic heavy metals and other chemicals coming out of the sky land in the soil every single day, every single night. And then the rain brings them into the soil, into the earth. And it depletes the earth of zinc. It's one of the reasons why we don't have zinc anymore in our soils. Our foods don't have zinc. And if I hear one more time, just eat some oysters or do some an oyster supplement. I mean, honestly, it's like I can do everything I can, but I don't know what more I can do. I mean, I just don't, you know? So let's try that now, right? You don't want to try that. It's terrible. So when you're doing oyster products, you're just getting more mercury. One of the very things that's depleting the soils of zinc. So let's try to eat some oysters. And just so you know, oysters aren't high in zinc. They just show zinc. They show it as one of its trace minerals, but they're not high in zinc. It's just that everything is so depleted in zinc. And this is important to know, because this is where everybody fools everybody. Everything is so depleted in zinc that the tiny, tiny bit of zinc in a pumpkin seed that shows up, or in an oyster that shows up, make us go, hey, no, that's zinc. Oh my God, we just found zinc. Just found zinc. Hey, there's zinc in oysters. Eat a bunch of oysters if you want your zinc. Meanwhile, every single fruit and vegetable is supposed to show even more zinc than an oyster does, but it doesn't, because the earth is depleted, right? The earth is depleted, the soils. And pumpkin seeds happen to have a little bit of zinc in it, but you can eat pumpkin seeds until you can't eat them anymore, and you're not going to get enough zinc for the immune system. But that's the illusion that's happening out there. Pumpkin seeds are good for you. I'm not saying pumpkin seeds aren't good for you, but it's not going to be enough. It's like, okay, I'm coming down with the worst flu of my life. Let me eat a bag of pumpkin seeds. I mean, is that stupid? I mean, really, you know, like, it's like, it really is like that. It's like that. It's, you know... Oh my God. Yeah? I got the worst flu. I think it's the plague. Yeah, I get a fever and my nose and my head is so stuffy. Wait, eat a bag of pumpkin seeds? No, not oysters? Oh my God, I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, no, I called the doctor. Yeah, I'm talking to, what? Eat a oyster? What, should I get some oysters? Is it got a really bad flu, or I got the plague that's going around? Should I get to the store and buy some oysters? How many oysters should I eat? How many oysters should I eat? Should I eat a box of oysters? Should I get a bag of pumpkin seeds? Is that going to help me right now? Because this thing's killing me. A box of pumpkin seeds? All right, I got to go. Does that make a lot of sense to you guys? I just want to know. Does that make a lot of sense? Chris, good to see you. Pumpkin seeds never got anyone better. Chris, it's so true. It's so true. Mary said, I also wonder, where does the zinc in the supplements then come from? Trace mineral zinc, liquid zinc sulfate. From the earth, but you can't, it's not in your soil where your crops are growing. It's not in the soil. Your crops only have a little root system. A little root system in the dirt. So you got your little topsoil, right? And you got something growing out of your topsoil, okay? And you got a little root system down in here, and all that soil there that the little root system is in, okay? That your turnip is in, or anything is in that root system. The zinc's not there. It's not. But this is how ridiculous alternative medicine is. Or conventional medicine too. Is, okay, let me eat a box of oysters. I better call my oyster guy. Let me do that, right? Let me call, like, my oyster connection. How stupid. Or a supplement now that's got oyster in it. I mean, can we be any crazier? So, why are you announcing I was on at 4? TikTok won't notify me when you're live. So that on TikTok. Okay, you guys. So, let's get into it on supplements that are critical. Zinc is one of those critical supplements right there. Okay. That's the one that isn't hard on the stomach like other zincs. Doesn't have the citric acid, the alcohol, the preservatives. It's not a hard zinc. And that's the difference. There's so many people who are like, well, I had zinc, it made me so sick. Well, yeah, I tried all the zincs out there. I tried one that was so toxic out there. It was from a reputable company out there. And I grabbed it. It was the liquid stuff. I looked at it. I said, yeah, I do see garbage in here. But let me just, everybody says this is the best one. Let me take a look. I took the cap off, boom, sent it down. And I literally thought I was going to vomit my guts out on the ground. I said, this is poison. Poison. And so that's the thing out there. There's bad zincs out there. And bad supplements give supplements a bad name. That's how it works. Anyway, you don't need to take a lot. You can take a drop. You can take a little bit each day. You can take one drop. One drop. And you can eat boxes and boxes of oysters. Trays of oysters. Plates of oysters. And you're not going to get what one drop can do. That's bioavailable like that. One drop. It's not going to happen. You can eat bags and bags of pumpkin seeds. How stupid is that? Okay, let me just eat bags of pumpkin seeds if I get sick. Right? All important information to know right there off the running. These things matter. Details matter. They do. So good to see you guys coming on. We're talking about building the immune system, why it's important. So let's go into the immune system. Basophils, monocytes, neutrophils, lymphocytes, killer cells, white blood count, CBC, right? Your white blood cells, your large white blood cells, okay? Neutrophils, all part of it, right? Basophils, neutrophils, monocytes, lymphocytes, all these different aspects of our immune system. We need things to support it because those parts of our immune system are under attack when we get invaders enter our lives. So zinc shock therapy is really a great way to stave off something people feel like they're coming down with. Now you can do zinc shock therapy. Ask your doctor what's right for you. But I'm just saying that's what I do is a zinc shock therapy, and I have my family and friends do zinc shock therapy. Zinc shock therapy is in Cleanse Heal. If you guys just came on here, if you don't have this, I know somebody's going to ask a question like, what do I do about my fibromyalgia? It's like, oh my God, do you have the book? What am I going to do about my eczema? You got any? It's in the book. Like, what do I take for my gout? It's in the book. Anyway, you guys, 51% off. Amazon.com US. Check it out when you can. It's a medical textbook. It's an angelic price, I call it, because I don't know why Amazon has this book so low. It's cost more to print it. I really believe the forces are working, for the chronically ill and for the good of humankind when they lower this price like that. Because $16 for a book, that's 500 plus pages. It's a big book. Anyway, zinc shock therapy is in the book. Zinc shock therapy is 2 dropperfuls of zinc every 3 hours. Every waking 3 hours. You can do it one day. You can do it 2 days. It's 2 dropperfuls of zinc every 3 hours. Now you can do 6 tiny drops every 3 hours. And I talk about it in the book. You do whatever your doctor tells you to do, but you do 6 tiny drops if you want every 3 hours. You can do 1 dropperful. There. Every 3 hours. But it's a great technique to shut the crap down. It's a great technique to shut that shit down. It is. Got a sore throat coming on. I don't feel good. I got a sore throat coming on. I think I'm coming down with something. And it's like, shut that down. Boom. It's like every 3 hours, a little bit of zinc. And You could do it in water. Shot glass right here. You could put it in the water, shot glass, add a little water to it. So let's keep on going. That's zinc. Zinc is one of the founding fathers, one of the foundation pieces of our immune system right there. Important to know. So this is the Vimergy. If you guys just came on here and need to know the company, it's the company I use. I'm not sponsored. This isn't a sponsorship. This isn't a sponsorship. Important to know. Dr. Sherry Green, good to see you. Incredible. Let's move on a little bit. Go into something else that's really important. What I love is golden seal. That's a powerhouse all on its own for the immune system. Okay? So pathogens don't like golden seal. Bugs don't like golden seal. Even MRSA doesn't like golden seal. Right? Streptococcus doesn't like golden seal. Chronic sinusitis, bacterial vaginosis, UTIs, bladder issues, bladder infections, kidney infections, lung infections, throat infections, sore throat, strep throat, or any kind of sore throat. The sore throat in the corner of your throat. You guys ever get the sore throat in the corner? Like, I got a sore throat coming on. It's in the corner, but yet I don't have a cold. But yet I don't have a flu. There are no colds, by the way. Colds don't exist on the planet. Anytime someone starts coming down with something, it's the flu. Or flu family viruses like the plague. But the cold is gone. When someone just gets a mild rendition of a cold, that was just a mild rendition of the flu. The cold just died off. That whole, I caught a cold. You didn't catch a cold. You caught a flu. You just had a mild version of it, or you were able to get through it fast. Someone else caught the same cold. They're coughing their guts out. They now got bronchitis. They're on antibiotics. They're seeing the doctor. They caught the same cold you caught. Your immune system handled it a little better. Yeah. You might not have been at that place where your cycle wasn't coming on. It might have been in between your cycle coming on and ovulation coming on, and then it didn't turn into a bad flu. It turned into a real mild flu. Right? Important to know. That's how it works. But someone else caught cold too in the group of people. So the group of friends, someone else caught that cold. Well, that wasn't no cold because someone else is literally bedridden with 103 temperature. They're on the couch. They're coughing their guts out. And they caught the same cold. There's no colds anywhere anymore. The cold virus, the little rhinoviruses and the little cold viruses, those have come and gone in our history. Gone. Boop, gone. They're not around no more. You get a little something, well, I got a little sinus congestion, I'm starting to come down with something. That's the flu. You might have a mild one. But that's the flu. It's important to know how things work. But golden seal is critical for all that. If you guys want to know what this is, it's the Vimergy stuff. V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, ERGY.com. Important to know, so it's Vimergy.com. That's the stuff that I use. If I want a golden seal, it's got to be one with the quality. It's got to be the one I know I can trust. It's got to be the one I know that can knock something out in my system and not something else. It has to be a product that doesn't have that hidden 5, 6, 7, 8% of hidden mystery ingredients that the manufacturers all put in everybody's supplements. Vimergy doesn't allow that. So yeah, so golden seal is important. So I love covering the cold information. But I hear people like, I think I got a cold now. No. And another thing too is allergies get confused. I love when that happens. Someone's coughing, they got the runny nose, they got the sinuses, and it's like, it's my allergies. It's not your allergies. Well, it's allergy time. I think I'm dealing with an allergy. You got the flu. You're coughing your lungs out. You got the sinuses running. You got the low grade fever. You got the flu. You don't have allergies. That's what that. Maybe you do have allergies, but that's not an allergy. You can get the flu every month. People get it every month. Their immune system's so low, you guys, they get the flu every month. They get the flu every 7 weeks, 8 weeks. And then it comes down to, getting the flu because the flu's out every 6 weeks. There's a new flu every 6 weeks. If it isn't just the plague that's cycling in, the new flu is cycling in every 6 weeks. You can get the stomach flu now. Right now, I'm hearing about it all over the place. Everybody's like, I just got over the stomach flu. I just had the stomach flu. What's the brand on TikTok? It's Vimergy, V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, ERGY.com. I'm not sponsored. It's the stuff that works. It's the stuff that works. That's all. Plain and simple. Just stuff that works. Works for my friends, works for my family. Some of the most powerful people in the world that reach out to me. What should I be taking? AW should be on the Vimergy stuff. People don't realize, if you guys knew who I spoke to, your minds would go like the most powerful people in the world are calling me, reaching out. That's how it's been for 30 plus years. And they're reaching out, and they can go to 50 doctors, but they're reaching out because they want to be like, AW, what do you say works? I'm like, well, you should be on this. You should be on this. And it matters. Anyway, so back to Golden Seal. Talking about cold, talking about flu, talking about all that stuff, okay? So, Kathy Keelan, my hypothyroid issue has been cured due to following your information. No more floater, no more menopausal symptoms, no more sciatica, no more chronic allergies. So much more incredible. Kathy, I'm glad you're here. Awesome. So isn't this information interesting though? So when you hear somebody, it's like, one thing about medical meme information, it has nothing to do with me being smart, because I'm not smart. I told you guys over and over again, it's where I get my information. It's the source, right? How am I going to put together 7 large medical textbooks that are ahead of science and research and pave the way for all alternative medicine, conventional medicine? How am I going to do that? I didn't even go to college, right? It's from the source. And I love when everything is clarified. There are no colds anymore. There are none. It's either mild or serious flus, or the plague now, or mild and serious flus. And there's going to be a lot of them, a lot of the flus. There's one now, there's a stomach flu going around. There's also another flu going around. And then the plague's going around. There's 3 things going around right now. So anyway, Golden Seal is critical. How do I know? 2, things are going around. I get the calls from powerful people in the world and family members. What do I do? What do I do? It's like, get on your Vimergy. Get on your Vimergy. What? I picked this stuff up at the health food store. It's got alcohol in it. It's got citric acid in it. Doesn't even have the right amount of Gold Seal. The quality of Golden Seal is terrible. All this is important. So Golden Seal, what I love about Golden Seal is there's something inside of you that tells you you're healing when you start taking the right kind of Golden Seal. You can feel it. Kathy, I wish more people would listen to me when I tell them about your protocols. I have healed so much because of you. It's spiritual discrimination is all it is, Kathy. The reason why they don't listen is spiritual discrimination. It's a lot of people don't realize that, first of all, science and research dropped the ball. It just dropped the ball. They think that it's going to be there to catch you. They do. They think it's going to be there to catch you. Science? Science and research? Are you there? Because when I get sick someday, Yale and Harvard and all the Dartmouth, all of them are going, and all the scientists are going to catch me. When I get sick with my cranial nerve problems and my migraines and my fatigue and my aches and pains and my trigeminal neuralgia and my sciatic pain, they're all going to fix me. Catch me. Okay, you ready? Okay. Catch me. You there? Oh, yeah. Whoa. Ah! They're not going to catch you. Cold and flu protocol and cleanse the heel, by the way. Check it out. All right, I got to take things serious here. And it is serious. Anna Sophie, I didn't have a flu even once since I started following MM. So really amazing. You know, I've heard that a lot. And yeah, there's a lot of them going around, and you could be, you know, at a little point where you could get something. Absolutely. There's that many things going around, and you know that at least you'll have better chances with MM stuff. For sure. So there's something about Golden Seal, the right kind. Like when I take the Vimergy Golden Seal, right? Something just hits you that your body's kicking into gear to heal. You got to remember that too, right? Always ask your doctor what's right for you. Take what your doctor wants you to take. I'm just saying that when I have a family member take this, I always ask them, you feel it? You feel it kicking in? You feel that, right? That's your body registering to this right here. Because this is so potent and strong and so right. And the quality is so good. That the right kind of Golden Seal, because Golden Seal in itself is magical. Magical herb. Magical root, magical herb. And when it starts entering the body. So Angela says, isn't Golden Seal one of the supplements like licorice you shouldn't take longer than 2 weeks? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? With Golden Seal, it's like an antibiotic. It's a natural antibiotic, okay? And if you have to be on it longer than 2 weeks, it's still going to do what it's going to do for you. But I talk about it in Cleanse and Heal, that it's good to take a break. Sometimes 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. But I've taken Golden Seal just long term to keep my immune system strong. I've recommended family members be on Golden Seal 6 weeks solid without taking a break. I've recommended people, I've known friends to be on Golden Seal for a 3-month stint and then take a break and then go back on it for 3 months. But yes, it's a little rule of thumb, take little breaks. I do the 2 week on, 2 week off and Cleanse to Heal. So Golden Seal is just something really special. It's one of those herb root that communicates to the immune system, to the body. And you can feel it when you're taking it. When that sore throat's coming on, and you're like, I got to do something. And you take that Golden Seal, you know? You take that Golden Seal, got a little shot glass here. I just put 3 dropperfuls of that Golden Seal in this little shot glass, right? And you feel something coming on, or you got a UTI. Got bladder infection that won't give out. You've been to the doctor that won't give in. You got, I just saw Dr. Nesbitt. No one likes Dr. Nesbitt. Someone left a comment, I think it was on IG or somewhere, and they said, I hate Dr. Nesbitt. I felt so bad for Dr. Nesbitt. Is Dr. Nesbitt in today, in surgery today? Dr. Nesbitt's in surgery, but we can get him out of surgery. I'm pretty sure. We might be able to get him out in the middle of the operation while the patient's on the table still. We might be able to get him out for a while while the patient's on the table. They'll just keep the patient under. It's okay. The nurses will be around the patient when Dr. Nesbitt comes in. With the Golden Seal, you feel the Golden Seal kick in. No one likes Dr. Nesbitt. Truth is, everybody loves Dr. Nesbitt. They just don't like me. They love Dr. Nesbitt. Jennifer, I'm taking Golden Seal right now. I feel so much better when I am on it. I just took it. What happens is Golden Seal has a communication ability. Like it's an herb root, ancient herb root that's connected to our immune system in our body. Emma Swan, how can you possibly hate Dr. Nesbitt? I don't know, but people do. There's a couple of people that just hate him. Haters gotta hate, Julie says. All right, you guys, let's move along. Licorice root. About licorice root. Get ready. You ready? You guys ready? Ready? HHV6, HHV7, HHV8, cancer, HHV8 cancer virus, right? HHV6 and its mutations, causing all kinds of problems. HHV7 people have out there. HHV9 through undiscovered 10 through 16. Simplex 1, Simplex 2, all the different versions. Cold sore, fever blister, cold sore. They call it cold sore. Not Simplex is what it is. No, it's just a cold sore. Don't worry about it. Just give me a... Don't worry about it. I got a date tonight. We going out tonight? Yeah. Well, what, you saw me earlier today? Yeah, I know. I saw you earlier today. You saw, what, you saw this? Really? It's nothing to worry about. It's just a cold, it's cold sore. Yeah, it's just a cold sore. We going out? Yeah, this is a fever blister. Huh? It's Simplex? What do you mean it's Simplex? I thought it was a fever blister. A Simplex 1? What do I do? All right, I'm hanging up. What I love about the licorice root, it's so great for that. Simplex 1, Simplex 2. EBV, Epstein-Barr, over 60 varieties of Epstein-Barr. Chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, RA, neurological Lyme, that's all Epstein-Barr. Lupus, Epstein-Barr, list goes on, right? Epstein-Barr, okay? Well, licorice root, so important. If you guys just came on, April, you guys just came on here, talking about Vimergy supplements, V as in Victor, IMERGY.com, Vimergy.com, that's where you go for the best stuff. I am not sponsored. I'm talking about the best, quickest ways to do some healing, understanding the body, understanding our immune system, rebuilding the immune system. Epstein-Barr in all its varieties, shingles virus in all its varieties, cytomegalovirus, HPV, Darlene Wong, HPV. Licorice is good with HPV. It is. I saw wild Lizzie flower. Okay, so anyway, we're talking about licorice root right here. You guys, we're live on TikTok, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, we're live on Clubhouse. We're doing the immune system building talk. This is an important one. Licorice root's critical right there, okay? Do what your doctor tells you, right? Ask your doctor if licorice is okay. Ask your doctor if licorice is right for you. I'm just telling you that I use licorice for my immune system. I use it for my adrenals. I have to. You know, when someone comes on to our live and says, "What is he talking about? Blood tests? What?" You know, when I did the big blood draw thing, trying to get everybody to learn about the blood draw and the blood test and how that works. What? And then all of a sudden, my adrenals start going. Next full moon. Okay, you guys. So licorice is really good. I use licorice all the time. I'm putting in 2 dropperfuls of licorice right here. Licorice is antiviral. Very important to know. Antiviral. I got chronic fatigue syndrome. I got fibromyalgia. I got Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I got hyperthyroidism. I got cysts. I got nodules. I don't feel good. I got fatigue. I got tingles and numbness that can't be explained. I got ringing in the ears. I got vertigo, where my vagus nerve is obviously inflamed. It's not obvious until medical medium taught people that's what causes vertigo. Then you got the vertigo, you got the dizziness. Viral, antiviral, immune system, low-grade viruses. Everybody's got the EBVs. Everybody has those. It's important to know. 2 dropperfuls of licorice. Going down. Lemon balm, talk about that. Lemon balm's incredible for the immune system. People got the gas, the bloating, their hydrochloric acid died inside of them, where their stomach glands weakened and just fell apart, right? Grab a little stomach over here. Let's do this real quick. Guys, I'm honored you're here. We are talking about the immune system. Hello. So we got a stomach right here. One of the reasons why everybody has digestive problems, and they also have bad bacteria in their gut is because their stomach glands have been burnt out. Their hydrochloric acid is low to nil to none. Okay, virtually none, non-existent. And that's what happens. When that happens, bad bacteria can prosper, especially if we're feeding that bad bacteria bad foods, right? So then the bad bacteria prospers inside the gut. H. pylori rises, E. coli rises, and Streptococcus rises, right? Terry Appleman, good to see you. Everything rises. That's bad. And it rises, okay? What I love about, even golden seal is good for that too, but what I love about like the lemon balm, that's the nettle. What I love about the lemon balm is it's antibacterial. Antibacterial. Love it. But it does something else. Because the gut gets inflamed from all the bad bacteria, the inflammation bothers the nerves. And so all the nerves going into the gut get sensitive, and then everybody has all these neurological issues in their gut. And they feel it, and they're having problems in their gut, intestinal tract, different digestive issues and everything else. Michelle L., good to see you. They have all these problems. And that's what I love about lemon balm. It's an antispasmodic for those nerves. It calms down the nerves inside the gut, but it's antibacterial too. It's a great, gentle immune builder. Something to be taken every day, every single day. You can take lemon balm every day, helping to keep your immune system strong. So even stuff that's inside of you that's growing that shouldn't be there starts to grow. Elizabeth Edwards says, yep. Me, I get stabbing pains. You get the stabbing gut pains, right? Little gas bubble moving through and it hurts like heck because it's inflamed in there. And so lemon balm is something that I use for my friends and family when they have any kind of issues like this. So that's important. Guys, anybody coming on? That's the Vimergy. If you want to know the brand, using VictorImergy.com. I'm not sponsored. Got to say it over and over again. I saw someone left a comment saying he's just a marketing machine. Like, you know what? That's crazy because that same person's probably watching a whole bunch of people that put $1 million a month in marketing for all their ads on YouTube and everything else, like all the podcast doctors and all those guys. And they're selling, they actually own all the supplement companies. They own all the products. That's ridiculous. Marketing machine. So me trying to help you take a high quality product makes me a marketing machine? Stupid. It's like, what am I supposed to say? I better not have you guys... You know what? I won't give you guys any advice anymore. Don't take care of yourselves. Don't do anything for yourselves. Right? Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't even do celery juice. Quit the celery juice. Just don't do anything. Yeah, I've been pushing bananas forever. Stop the bananas. Yeah, I'm marketing bananas. Yeah, I'm marketing bananas. That's right. Where's the bananas? I'm marketing them. Uh-huh. Yep, what a marketing machine I am. Yeah. What else am I marketing? Melons? Quit the melons. Huh? Watermelon? Yep, I've been behind watermelon for years. I'm marketing watermelon. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. I got some time for the time tea I'm going to make for everybody. I'm marketing time. I'm such a marketer. Yeah. Real marketer. What else am I marketing? Honey? Yeah, I better stop telling people to use it for their immune system. I'm making billions of dollars in honey. Did you know that? All right, we gotta stop fooling around. All right, let's go on the immune system. So what I'm trying to say, you guys, is that it's a misconception, right? I'm not sponsored by Vimergy. And I told you guys I'm working with Lyman's to make sure their blueberry juice sticks around because I don't want that stuff. That's a treasure, and I don't want that stuff to actually disappear because what it can do for people is just, it's hard to make wild blueberry juice, to get it out of a field and press it. And I don't want them to stop. So I said, you know what? Just if you want me on board to let everybody know, then I'll work with you guys. Absolutely. I don't sell honey. I don't sell bananas. I don't sell melons. I don't sell celery. Let's go. Talk about it a little bit more. And I'm working with Omega on their juicer. I told you that, guys. You guys know that. But it's not mine, and I don't own it. Kimberly, so grateful for Vimergy products. They have transformed my health. Nice. All right, you guys, let's keep on moving. Let's talk about, we talked about the lemon balm, how important that is. What I do with lemon balm is lemon balm, Straight in. A lot of times I'll do it straight in. I do it before bed. Calms me down. Carmen, name a blueberry juice, please. That's the Wyman's. So it's shop.wymans.com. Shop, S-H-O-P, .wymans, W-Y-M-A-N-S.com. Okay? And that's the wild blueberry juice. And I do a shot for my immune system every single day. Wants to do a shot. I needed that today. That I needed. All right. We'll keep on moving along. Guys, do you think I fool around too much? I got it. Yeah? So let's keep on moving around. Moving on. Cat's claw. Okay, let's talk about cat's claw. You get ready? Neurological Lyme. If anyone's got neurological Lyme, ask your doctor if you can take cat's claw. Ask your doctor, doctor, can I take cat's claw? So make sure you ask your practitioner, your doctor, your healthcare provider. You've got neurological Lyme. If I had chronic fatigue syndrome with no neurological Lyme diagnosis, I'd be doing cat's claw. If I had any kind of condition that was listed in autoimmune, I would do cat's claw. So if I went to the doctor with a whole bunch of symptoms and then went to another doctor and then went to another doctor and then I'm at a neurologist and then I'm at somebody else and then I'm all over the place, I'm getting scans, I'm getting MRIs, I'm getting all that stuff, I would be on cat's claw. That's what I would be on cat's claw. I've seen people over the years go see 10 doctors, whole bunch of different specialists, you guys, whole bunch of different specialists. And I put them on cat's claw and everything went away over time. We could put them on cat's claw, had them on the celery juice and a few things, and then things just started going away and they went to 10 doctors. This one has no alcohol, it's high quality, no citric acid, it's the real deal. It's why I stand behind this product, because it's that good. So cat's claw is antiviral, antibacterial. I love it for pathogens. I love it for pathogens. There's people out there sick. They're just sick. You guys know some of them. Many of you guys have struggled and been through it, right? There's people sick. They got the brain fog. They can't even think. They got the fatigue. They can't even function. They have so many issues. And when you start taking the cat's claw and you start bringing that in, things start changing. It's part of protocols in here, right here. That's part of protocols in Cleanse to Heal. If anybody just came on, if you don't have Cleanse to Heal, it's sad, because 51% off Amazon.com, or go to the library. Try to get it free at the library if you want. I always tell people, I don't care if everybody goes to the library and they get it for free. It's as long as I know you have it. That's what matters. Okay? My publisher sells the book. I don't sell the book. So, details matter right here. I'm not self-published. There's a lot of people that are self-published, so they're selling their book, right? I'm not. The publisher owns the book. They sell it. It's to get it out there in the wider world. And it matters, so people can actually, find it, okay? It's a book that you can reference from. It's a reference book, medical textbook, okay? 51% off Amazon.com US. You should have the book. TikTok, you guys. So cat's claw. I like cat's claw for anything bacterial. I love cat's claw like when someone has MRSA or they got a staph infection, anything like that. It's like cat's claw. Someone's got a UTI, cat's claw. Someone's got something that's plaguing them, like some kind of long-term infection or something in the lungs, cat's claw. Elke, love all your recommendations. I have all your books and learned so much. I'm honored. I'm working on a book right now. I can't wait to finish. I'm actually I was working on that book all night, all day. Okay, let's keep on moving. What did I miss here? I got the golden seal. I got the zinc. I talked about the licorice root, the lemon balm, the cat's claw, nettle leaf. Aha, nettle leaf. Something you can take every single day. Every day you can take nettle leaf, right? Ask your doctor if you can. But every single day, I take it, all right? Now, here's the thing, all right? People all about the collagen, right? Proof, medical medium information leads the way, is for years I've been telling everybody that you can't grow collagen from eating collagen. And now, since medical medium was so advanced, everybody laughed. They're like, he's wrong. Medical medium's wrong. You take collagen powder in order to build collagen, right? Well, they were wrong, and I told everybody they were wrong. You'll find that medical medium information is never proven wrong ever. Never has. It's consistent. And it's never proven wrong. It's only proven right. Now, all the supplement companies have taken medical medium info, and they're saying you can't build collagen by eating collagen anymore. So you need all these other things, and they're taking little pieces of medical medium information, and they're putting it in a product, and they're saying this is how you build collagen. Info, if you're new here, leads the way in natural medicine for years and years and years, actually for decades now. Fact. So important to know. Why am I even talking about any of this? Nettle leaf is a great supporter of that collagen. How come they don't put multiple herbs in one bottle only? Very important question right there. How come they don't? Because that's how they rip you off out there. Well, very important question. I talk about that in Cleanse to Heal. That's how they rip you off. They put lots of different herbs in one bottle so you can't get better. If you buy an immune system builder herbal formula, you just got ripped off 7 ways to Sunday. You just got ripped off 7 ways to Sunday. Fact. Because every one of those bottles, they use a smidgen of a little smidgen, a little spickle, a little tiny smidgen of each herb, and a poor quality one, because that's how they make their money. That's how they make their money. Okay? Yeah, Herbal World. Yeah, Herbal World, manufacturers of all the herbal supplements that we sell to all the small independent companies. Yep, we're putting in a little tiny bit of each herb. We're going to put adrenal formula on there, and then we're going to put immune formula on another one, and then we're going to put brain formula on another one, and we're going to throw a little tiny speck of each herb in that formula so that they can't get better, but yet it costs us nothing to do it that way. And we're going to make sure there's alcohol in there or citric acid and everything else in there and natural flavors. Well, perfect. Yep, that's what we do at Herbal World. And that's how it's done. Another reason why Vimergy doesn't do that. Now, here's the thing. The reason why medical medium protocols get people better, so when they really understand the protocol, they're seeing that they're not getting an herbal remedy that has 20 herbs in it, because you won't get better if there's 20 herbs in there. If licorice is an antiviral, you need a good amount of it and a good quality amount of it. The right quality to make something happen. You can't get better with a speck of cat's claw, a speck in a supplement that's either a dried herb supplement or a bad liquid one that has a whole bunch of different herbs. You can't get better. You guys, this is priceless information. This is information I taught for decades. So people had to wait in line to talk to me. So because they were sick and they're like, well, I took this. Well, you know, but you're not getting better. Because knowing the right herb to take and the right quantity is how people get better. That's how it's done, you guys. Seriously. Chris, you seem fine to me? It is priceless. You're right. I mean, seriously, think about that. And I do it for free. I can charge $3,000 for my immune system building course. I can do an immune system building course, you guys, and charge $3,000. Imposters are actually saying they're medical medium, and they're out there all through Europe and the United States, and they're charging people $1,000 to $3,000 just to talk to them for 5 minutes. I can get 1 million people to actually buy into an immune system building course. 1 million people at $3,000 a piece. And I do it for free. And then someone's going to shame me for showing my book, which I don't even sell. My publisher does, so I make this much off of it. To keep the lights on. So why wasting your hard-earned money, question mark, just for your info? AW's job is to empty your wallets. Meanwhile, filling in his own, he doesn't care about your health. Love you. Oh, love you. Who's that? Strike 77? Strike 77. I think, did you get our invite? Did you get our invite? I think he said that, I think that was towards me, right? Strike 77. So why wasting your hard-earned money, question mark, just for your info? AW's job is to empty your wallets. Really? Meanwhile, filling in his own. All right, Strike, did you get my invite? We invited you here to the house. Uh-huh. Are you going to be, you're already on your way, you're going to be here in a minute? Is that a mistake, Strike 77, or not? I'm just curious, I don't know. If it's not a mistake, wait, love you, Anthony. I think that's a mistake. I think that's just written different. All right, Strike. I don't know. I think that was an accident. All right. All right, well, listen, Strike, I think you're knocking on the door. Yeah, Strike, I think you're knocking on the door. You got my invite. Okay. Wait, I hear you knocking at the door. I hear you knocking at the door. I'm letting Strike in. Strike! Stop! Strike, stop it! Strike, stop! Whew. Alright, Strike's here, you guys. I got Strike with me. Strike decided to come. Yeah. Strike, what do you think? Do you think I'm trying to just take everybody's money? Really? Is that something you want to do? Is that the problem? Strike. Uh-huh. Strike, don't do that crackling again. Strike. Strike! Stop it! Strike, stop! Strike 77, we invited you here as a friendly gesture. All right, Strike, you gotta go. All right, I'm making some tea. On that note, I gotta make some tea. I got the kettle going on a little bit. You guys see that? Envy, doom. Take what money? AW works himself too much to even enjoy any money. Correct. Oh my God. I need to light a scented candle. Oh my God. You guys, I gotta light a scented candle right now and get on the phone with my friends. I got a phone call coming in right now. I'm just getting some tea. I got a phone call coming in. I got a phone call coming in. Oh my God, hello? Oh my God, I am gonna relax and write in my journal, and I'm going to, I'm going to light a candle, a scented candle that I picked up. Oh my God, that smells so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start journaling. I just gotta fill out my journal for the day. I had my facial. Oh Oh my God, that scented candle smells so good. It's just what I needed right now. I'm having a really bad day. Totally. Oh my God, Kimberly Miller, did you see that? Yeah, I just had a massage and I also had a facial. Oh my God, I'm so into this self-care thing. I could do self-care all day long and all night long. I had this scented candles. I just bought a whole bunch of them. Yeah, are you coming over? I just finished my journal. Okay, all right. I needed to light a scented candle right now because... Okay, so I think that was a mistake, Strike 77, right? Okay, I gotta blow this out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That stuff is just poisonous. That just lowered my immune system, so I need to go back into immune system stuff right now. All right, we're talking about nettle. Nettle supports the immune system. It has phytochemical compounds that your white count feeds off of. So let's get some white count out. So it's a white blood cell, you guys, right there. It's a white blood cell. Yeah. And white blood cells love phytochemical compounds from herbs, certain herbs. And nettle leaf actually nourishes and feeds your white count. It doesn't make it go berserk strong, right? Like after infections, but it keeps it strong. So it helps to keep it strong. That's why I love nettle leaf. I also love nettle leaf because it is the building blocks. It's one of the building blocks to not have wrinkled skin and not age so fast. It's one of those building blocks. I love it. The white count right here. All right, I'm going to make some tea. Let's do that. So I'm going to do some mushroom tea. I got some chaga. You guys don't mind if I microdose? Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'm microdosing here. Yeah, dude. Microdosing. Uh-huh. Got some mushroom powder, some shrooms. Yeah, doing some shrooms. I got some reishi. And some chaga mushroom. Okay, let me get some water. So I'm making some chaga and reishi tea, which I do occasionally. What you're not going to find in this reishi mushroom, you're not going to find caffeine in here. So that's the chaga mushroom. What you're not going to find in the reishi, we're live. I don't know what else to say. We're not going to find caffeine in here. You're not going to find caffeine mixed in here. Why? Because caffeine destroys your immune system. I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of crap from a lot of you guys right now. Like, what about decaf coffee? What about my green tea? What about my matcha tea? Caffeine lowers your immune system. It can set you up for a bad flu. It could set you up. If people are around people that actually have the flu or something that looks like it or anything like it or a plague or anything, it's not even just that. If you've got immune system problems, you got autoimmune, you don't want caffeine mixed in your mushroom powder. So you don't want caffeine mixed in your reishi, your chaga and your reishi. So important to know. You don't put coffee in reishi mushroom. You don't put coffee in chaga. And then pretend that gave you energy, that the reishi gave you energy. Reishi is not known to give you energy. Chaga is not known to give you energy, but they're good for the immune system. But if you mix them with coffee, you just destroyed it. You're destroying your immune system. Caffeine destroys the immune system. So if you mix caffeine with mushroom, you don't even get the good out of the mushrooms because you're weakening your immune system when the mushroom's supposed to actually help your immune system. Because caffeine stimulates your adrenals, right? Your adrenals. Caffeine blows them out. blows them out. Boom, blows them out. That's what caffeine does. Blows them out. Important to know. So I'm making some mushroom tea. So I got some reishi and some chaga. Okay? That's a great immune system builder right there. Can have that once in a while. I don't have it every day. I just have it like a couple times a week. A little bit here and there. You can put raw honey in here. I got some raw honey. It's important to know, though, that literally people are out there and they just want to destroy people. People love to destroy people. They just love to destroy people. That's what they do out there. Wild Lizzie Flower, death by 1,000 cuts out there. People love to kill people. You don't think so? You don't think so? Okay. Then why take something so pure, and then contaminate it with something that actually ages women, gets them addicted and ages women, right? Makes their hair fall out, because caffeine is a psychoactive drug. So let's take a psychoactive drug, stick it in something pure and good, because people out there want to hurt people. I don't know what else to say. It is that. Don't give me that there's no bad people out there. Don't give me that. Okay? Let's do some vitamin C shock therapy now. Let's do that. Vitamin C shock therapy is something that I really love. I still have to talk about lysine. I still have to talk about B12 for a couple of minutes. So, what I love about vitamin, first of all, I take 6 capsules 3 times a day. That's what I do. 6 capsules 3 times a day. That's what I do every day. You do what your doctor tells you. I'm just saying that's what I do, right? But if you feel something coming on, Spirit of Compassion put together this vitamin C shock therapy, right? And it really works. So, pouring some water in here. I really appreciate your patience, you guys. While I play around in here with everything. Truly. I'm truly honored, for real. So I'm doing 2 capsules of vitamin C every 2 hours. I am going to add some orange. Got some orange in there. I am going to put some honey in there. This is an immune builder drink. Immune builder tonic. Right here. Right? So I got 2 capsules of vitamin C. Not just any C, it's the micro C. If you guys don't have this type of... If you guys are using a vitamin C, when you experience this someday, if you ever like branch on to using, say, the micro C, you'll notice the difference. It won't burn a hole in your stomach. It's not like battery acid. So I just put honey in here, squeeze of orange, 2 capsules of micro C. Every 2 hours, every 2 waking hours, awake every 2 hours. There's rose hips in this micro C, by the way. I know a lot of people are like, well, I'm not gonna venture onto it unless it's got rose hips. There's rose hips in it. So every 2 hours, waking 2 hours, because if you're sleeping, you don't want to wake yourself up to try to actually take this. You want to sleep, right? So yeah, there we go. That's it. Mixed it up. That's the vitamin C shock therapy. It's really good too. Every 2 hours. That's a great technique for the immune system. You think you're coming down with something, you think something's up. Okay, let's talk about lysine. It's the inhibitor of viruses, the herpetic family viruses. It's all the different herpes families, the shingles viruses, the EBV viruses, the cytomegalovirus virus, all the viruses that actually plague everybody. I like it for any virus. Any virus, any virus. But lysine is a helpful way to heal. You got the vertigo, that's viral. You got the ringing in the ears, you got the tinnitus, that's viral. You got the floaters in the eyes, that's viral. You see? You guys got the blurry eyes that are unexplained, that's viral, right? You guys got the pain that, is not a tooth, but you got the jaw pain, and you got the neck pain, and you got all kinds of different pain, and the migraines, viral, shingles, Epstein-Barr, right? Simplex 1, all these things cause all these problems. Even if you don't have a shingles rash or a fever blister in the moment, the viruses are still in us. They go into our brainstem. The neurotoxins go into the brainstem. They cause vagus nerve problems. They cause phrenic nerve problems, all that stuff. And what I love about lysine, it's a great way to recover. It should be in somebody's protocol. Robinson K says definitely works well. The vitamin C shock therapy and zinc shock therapy works incredible. It's here. Did I ever tell you guys that medical meme information, right, leads the way, advanced information, and then there's a whole bunch of closet doers. They're closet MM people, meaning all the podcast doctors that take the information are all doing the celery juice in the closet. They're all doing the protocols, the zinc shock therapy for their own colds and flus in the closet. They just can't talk about it because then medical meme gets credit. I've actually heard this many times. I've known doctors over the years, including recently, that know doctors that closet MM. They do it's all MM closet stuff, big time. The podcast people, the YouTube doctors. This YouTube doctor recently stole all the shingles information from Medical Medium and acted like it came from a study. And then when you look at the study, it's not in there. It's the closet medical medium. It's all about doing medical medium in the closet. You can take a lot less of supplements than what I take or recommend in the books too. You can read the book and learn how you can take less. Right? Ashley Kevin, good to see you. You can read how you can take less. So let's keep on moving forward. B12 is the next one. B12. Closet MM. Robinson Case is Closet MM. Yes, podcast doctors are doing medical meme information secretly. Secretly. Podcast doctors do. They use the information. They use it. They drink celery juice. It's been reported to me over and over again by other doctors. Thousands of doctors, thousands of naturopaths take medical medium info. That's why they're doing the zinc, the licorice root now, and all this protocol stuff. And they're secretly doing medical medium in their practices, or meaning in their own life. Yeah, it's good to know. Let's try to move on a little bit. B12. Every single cell in your body needs B12. So yes, it's part of our immune system because every single cell in your body, every single immune cell relies on B12. Every single killer cell, immune cell, basophils, monocytes, lymphocytes, neutrophils, white blood cells, just everything needs B12. Diana Case Meyer says, I've heard celery juice and a lot of similar from before you were out of diapers. Laugh out loud, and I know you're lying. Because you're lying, for sure. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Medical mediums, why celery juice is here, because it wasn't here before. Sorry. Yes, someone might have juiced it once by itself in a juicer because they juiced every single fruit and vegetable as a little experiment. Let me juice carrots. Let me juice beets. Let me juice celery. But nobody knew 16 ounces on an empty stomach, 32 ounces for recovery and health. Nobody knew what it did. Nobody knew about sodium cluster salts. Nobody knew about anything about it. How to use a therapy, all that stuff. And the details matter. Yes, I did not grow celery. I'm the first person on the planet that grew a celery stick. Yeah, I'm not claiming I did. Did celery ever run through a juicer at one time? Yes, it did. But nobody knew how to use it as a therapeutic tool to bring somebody's life back. And if that information isn't there, it's dead in the water and nobody uses it and no one heals. So yeah, and you didn't hear about using 16 ounces of celery juice on an empty stomach ever before medical medium. You are a liar. And I might even call you. Actually, Dr. Nesbitt just... Hold on. Huh? What? Dr. Nesbitt's coming out of surgery? Really? Oh, good. Dr. Nesbitt's coming out of surgery. You guys, Dr. Nesbitt is coming out of surgery. We'll find out what Dr. Nesbitt's doing. Okay, Dr. Nesbitt just came out of surgery, you guys. Dr. Nesbitt, I was just talking to a Diana. Yeah, Dr. Nesbitt is not only a board-certified surgeon, but a board-certified psychiatrist. Yeah, I was just talking to Diana, who sat there lying on the feed. She said that she's known about celery juice before I was in diapers. First of all, Diana doesn't even know how old I am, because I ain't no kid. What do you recommend for Diana? Really? Now, Diana, Dr. Nesbitt is a board-certified psychiatrist and is wondering if you forgot your medication today. He recommends you going to your doctor immediately and making sure that all your pills are correct. What else? Dr. Nesbitt says that, Diana, he says, make sure you check with your physician that your psychiatric meds are in order. Dr. Nesbitt said that if your psychiatric meds aren't in order, then, well, if they are in order, he says, Dr. Nesbitt said that if your psychiatric meds are in perfect order, then you might be ready for a straitjacket. Really? It's terrible to say that. That's actually horrible. Dr. Nesbitt says that for you to sit here and lie to try to discredit me means you're psycho. Dr. Nesbitt is not really being nice today. Dr. Nesbitt is always right, GIA24GT. Yeah, Dr. Nesbitt, what do you recommend for Diana? Dr. Nesbitt says he recommends Diana seek psychiatric help and care, and she might even be certifiable. That's terrible. The only problem with Dr. Nesbitt, and I don't mean to disrespect you on any level, like Dr. Nesbitt, I don't mean to disrespect. I just don't know if I like everything you say, and I'm not supportive of everything you're saying. So I just need that known, that I'm not supportive of everything Dr. Nesbitt's saying. Yeah, I'm not supportive. Yeah, Dr. Nesbitt. That's Dr. Nesbitt's opinion. Okay, Dr. Nesbitt, you back to surgery? Okay. Yep. Okay. All right, we got to get going. Okay, Dr. Nesbitt's going back to surgery, you guys. Talked about the B12. Every single cell in the body relies on it. It's critical. Pepper seed, good to see you. Every single cell in the body relies on B12. Very important to know, you guys. So I ran across a lot of and then the curcumin, great for the immune system. It's got antiviral, antibacterial properties. They're not real strong ones, but it has them. And I love all that, like when mixing it up, because different viruses respond differently to different things, and your immune system responds differently. So I like curcumin because it's a natural aspirin. You know, if you're working out and you pull something out, if you push yourself too hard, if you're chronically ill and you don't work out, but yet you push yourself really hard just trying to get from one room to another, curcumin's really great either way. You know, it's a major workout for somebody who has chronic illness to even get into a shower. Sometimes the water can almost knock people over who have been through hell and back, and they got severe neurological fatigue. I've seen this for years. And they can strain something just literally going to the bathroom or getting up and doing something or working in the kitchen, lifting something. I always love curcumin as someone's recovering from chronic illness and coming back from it. And they don't have the muscles yet. They don't have that strength yet. They're still really fatigued and going through so much, but yet they're healing and on their way to healing. So I love curcumin for all these reasons. And for someone who's already healed and they're exercising again and they got their life back and they're exercising, right? I think that Dr. Nesbitt really says some just harsh things sometimes. And that's why, I told you guys. Okay. Anyway, I ran across a whole bunch of different supplements. Let's just talk about some thyme water. I'm going to put some thyme in here and let it sit for a while. You guys don't mind? It's a great immune system one right there. I'm going to make a thyme water. I'm putting thyme in here in a big pitcher of water. That's medical medium informational tools right there. Okay, going to have that going as well. Got my chaga reishi tea. Remember, if they want to stick caffeine in your reishi mushroom and your chaga mushroom, they're totally just trying to get you hooked and addicted, so you always buy the product and stay high on caffeine. It's dark. It's dark stuff. The caffeine knocks down your immune system. So if you're going to knock down your immune system because you're addicted to caffeine, do it separately from your chaga and your reishi. Do that separately, not at the same time as your caffeine. Natural flavors are in protein powders. Natural flavors are in all these different products now, you guys, because it's MSG and it's addictive. So it does something to the receptors of the neurons right here. So MSG is natural flavoring. It's in supplements, so you stay addicted to your supplements. If you see natural flavorings in your supplements, that's to keep you addicted to the supplement, because MSG sets off a signal. Francesco, is there a complete list of supplements to have somewhere? Make sure you have the Medical Medium Cleanse to Heal. Check out my posts on IG. Should just keep on looking for the posts. There's a lot of information in those on IG and Facebook and so forth, right? And I didn't make the banana roll. I got to do that really quick. So, okay, moving things over a little bit, you guys. Oh my God, that scented candle. Oh, it's terrible. I'm not going to light those scented candles anymore to fool around in here like that. I can't even do that anymore as a demonstration because, oh my God. Yeah, and the thyme tea I didn't do yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick nori roll right here. Do the banana nori roll. So you guys with me right now? I'm still here, you guys. Not going anywhere. Okay. Got a nori sheet right here. I'm gonna take a lemon. Gonna moisten the nori sheet a little bit. There. Lemon's incredible for the immune system. It's my medical medium protocol. It's got is part of it. The lemon is a big part of it too. So let's get a banana going here. All right. Mary Fox, what's best for bloating? Check out Cleanse to Heal. I got a bloating section in there. All right, we got a banana. Okay. Putting it in the middle, the nori, not in the middle of the nori sheet, right? Right on the edge of the nori sheet. You see that, you guys? Okay. Now I need some garlic. This is a great one too. I'll tell you why this is. I didn't tell you guys why this is so important. Why it's so important. Okay. This is a medical medium, great medical medium tool right here. I'll tell you why. One is because there's no fat in this meal. What people do when they start getting sick or they're chronically ill, they eat too much fat, they fat themselves to sickness. That's what happens. So when someone's catching a flu or they're getting the plague, I can't tell you how many people who are getting the plague where their taste buds were starting to go. Marianne says in your email, you're going to talk about what's coming, so we're going to talk about that. I am at your service. I'm here to please, all for free. Okay, so what you got on here is a banana. You got some garlic clove chopped up. Boom, throw it on there. You got honey, right? And a little lemon to moisten the sheet. You got yourself the immune system nori roll right there, okay? Why is it the immune system nori roll? For one, it doesn't have fat in there. When people start getting sick, they start coming down with something, the first thing they do is they eat. They eat. They're like, I need something, I'm getting sick, I'm feeling sick, I need to eat. And they end up eating fat, oil, They end up having olive oil on something. They need to be nuts and seeds, nut butters. I've seen people eat a half a jar of peanut butter as they were getting sick. Their taste buds get funny. They feel like they have to eat. Their throat's getting a little funny. So they start eating, and they end up eating a heavy meal, whether it's animal protein or it's plant-based fat. You know, like avocados and nuts and seeds and oils or chicken or fish or something. They end up eating. And the minute they throw all that fat in their system, they just explode at the virus. And now meaning the virus just proliferates like crazy because you don't have oxygen anymore in your bloodstream because it's filled with fat. This is a fat-free option that's an immune buster because it's a bug buster. You got the garlic and the honey. The honey is antiviral. So you got the raw honey sitting right in here. You got iodine in the Nora sheet. Iodine is an antiseptic against pathogens. Bananas are antiviral. Did you guys know that? That bananas have antiviral properties? And then you got the garlic, which is antiviral. Right? Great for, great bugs, for any kind of bugs, viruses. Bugs and viruses and pathogens explode. They explode, they proliferate when you start downing fat when you're sick. Instead of having them explode by proliferating them, you want to explode them by killing them. So you want foods that actually help so your immune system can go and destroy that virus, or anything you're taking can go destroy that virus. The minute you're starting to get sick, you got that golden seal going down. But you don't eat a steak dinner with your golden seal because you're going to be doing all this fat. You don't eat a chicken dinner when you're starting to get sick as you're taking your golden seal. Yeah, you still should take your golden seal. But the problem is, if everybody's fatting themselves to death as they're getting sick or anything's happening, then it defeats the purpose. All right, so let's talk about what's coming. I've already mentioned this months ago, and right now we're up against a flu now and a plague flu. We're up against two. We're up against a stomach flu right now that's out there and starting to swoosh around out there. It's all kept into the wire. No one's talking about it, but everybody's getting it. There's a reason they don't talk about it. And then you got the plague up and amping up, cranking up, right? So you got that going down too. So that's on the up and up. And we're going to head to a place where after the summer, because everybody is like in this place where they're just, well, I'm so sick of the whole thing. I'm so sick of everything going on. And everybody's out and about and doing their thing. But people are passing around a lot of bugs right now, passing around a lot of Epstein-Barrs because they haven't been around people. So they're passing around a lot of Epstein-Barrs. People are doing a lot of stuff out there and passing around a lot of simplexes, Epstein-Barr and shingles. And then we got the flus going around and the plague going around. And it's going to take us to the fall. And it's going to take us into early winter. And it's going to be pretty bad. Not to mention what's coming along with this, which is the uptick, a massive uptick of chronic illness, which is going to be hushed for a while. It's not going to be talked about. No one's going to know about it. But people are going to be like chronically sick, fatigue like never before. Autoimmune diseases being diagnosed left and right. Chronic neurological problems that are cranial nerve based. Vagus nerve based, right? All the vagus nerve problems, all the cranial nerve problems are going to be exploding come by this fall. It's already happening now, but by this fall and winter. And it's coming to a place where there's going to be a lot more sicker than we've ever seen in our history. We're already getting there now. We've already been there, but now we're going to a quick jump heading right now onto the fall and the winter. Anyway, you guys, I didn't have a chance to do the time T. I'll do that on IG. I'm going to put TikTok back on in a little while, and I'm going to put Instagram on in a little while. I'm going to put Clubhouse back on. You guys on Facebook, you guys on YouTube, I hope you join us somewhere join Spirit of Compassion and me somewhere on TikTok or on IG. You can do Clubhouse, but you can't see anything on Clubhouse. But it's still great. All right, you guys. I love you much. And remember Vimergy, that's the company. Not sponsored, but that's the good stuff. V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, ERGY.com. Not sponsored, but that's the good stuff right there. So, I love you guys. I'm heading over to IG.
Природник е официален и ексклузивен дистрибутор на Vimergy за България, Гърция и Румъния. Всички препоръчани от Антъни Уилям хранителни добавки на Vimergy можете да откриете на природник.com. Природник е носител на наградата Дистрибутор на годината от Международната конференция на Vimergy 2025. Научете повече за прочистванията и протоколите с препоръчаните от лечителя медиум хранителни добавки в книгата «Прочистване за здраве», която можете да закупите от природник.com.